Hello, it is time for hashtag Postmas 2024. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use your favorite scraps to create sparkle overload Christmas card. I've got 5 by 7 inches green card, and then I've got 5 by 7.5 of an inch. Now I'm going to score it at 7 inches, fold it, burnish, and assemble it together to create a card base. So my card is going to measure 5 by 7 inches. If you have your favorite design papers, but you only have small pieces of it, I'm going to show you my trick how to create a really cool effect. And if you haven't heard about hashtag Postmas 2024, it is hosted by Katarina. And there were 12 days of different prompts, and today we've got Sparkle Overload. Monica Paper Mona also takes part in this collaboration. Now I need some design paper, so I've got 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and the design paper is 4.5 by 6.5 of an inch. Of course, you can change the measurements to create a square card, smaller or bigger. The choice is absolutely yours. So when this is ready, I decided to create a template for a Christmas tree. And to do it, I'm going to use a scrap piece of card, which is 300 GSM, so I can keep it for later projects. And you also need a pencil and a ruler. This is very crucial. So first I'm going to start measuring, and I'm also going to use my black pen so you can see it easily. So my first measurement is 3.5 of an inch from the left hand side. Now I'm going to put those elements together, and it is 3.5 of an inch. Now I'm going to measure 3 3/4 of an inch all the way down from the top, and that will be the size of my Christmas tree. So it's not going to be that big. If you want, you can also use it for 6 by 6 inches cards. Now I'm going to measure 1 3/4 from the left hand side, which is a middle point here. I'm going to create the line, so I've got the guideline. Now we're going to create 2 more marks, and this time from the top it's going to be 1 1/4 of an inch, and also 2.5 of an inch. So as you can see, it looks like a grid at the moment, and that will be the guide to create really cool Christmas tree. If it's not very straight, you can always adjust the line. This is really cool, especially when you create the template. Now I'm going to measure from my middle line 1/2 inch and 1 inch, both on the left and on the right hand side. Now I'm going to match the dots together, the 1 inch line with the very top mark. And as you can see, we already have a really cool triangle. So that will be the top of my Christmas tree. Now I'm going to measure 1 inch and 1.5 of an inch, both on the left and on the right, on the second line from the top. Now I'm going to put those together. So all I have to do now is to match the mark, the 1.5 of an inch, with the 1/2 of an inch on the first line. So as you can see, we already have a Christmas tree. How cool is that, right? All we have to do now is to use scissors and fussy cut it. If you haven't heard about hashtag Postmas 2024, as I told you, it is hosted by Katarina. All the information is in the description down below. So for 12 days, we had different prompts for you to create Christmas projects that are very easy to post. And that was the idea behind every single card. As you probably saw, most of them are 5 by 7 and 6 by 6 inches. Now from my stash, I chose this green design paper. I turned it over, and I'm going to follow my template to draw that Christmas tree. And then I'm going to fussy cut it. Of course, you can use a scrap piece of card to do it because that tree is not very big. However, I didn't have a leftover of that green design paper. But if you like Christmas trees, I think this project is for you, especially if you like lots of sparkle. And to be honest, I don't really have that much sparkle, but I love gold mirror card, and that's what I used to decorate my card. So now, as you can see, I'm going to cut this into smaller pieces. First, I need the very bottom of the Christmas tree, so it looks like a rectangle. So I'm going to place those 2 elements on my card using my liquid glue. And when this is ready, First, I decided to add few pearls. I love them and to be honest, I haven't used them for a very long time. And just to make sure everything matches on my card, I'm going to use gold pearls. And for this project, I decided to use the smallest pearls possible. I also cut very tiny triangles. And that is my trick to use your tiny pieces of card to create stunning projects. And I'm going to create, first of all, those beautiful gold lights on my Christmas tree using those pearls. So I'm going to use my liquid glue, put a tiny drop on my Christmas tree. I'm going to start with the bigger pearls first, and they will go on all the edges. So when this is ready, I'm going to put the smallest pearls there, and it will be so beautiful, especially when you tilt a card. And when this is ready, I'm going to use all the triangles you can see on the left hand side, and I'm going to create a sparkle overload mosaic. So this is the biggest trick for you. If you have tiny pieces of your design papers and you absolutely love them, you don't want to put them to waste, cut them into smaller pieces and create an astounding mosaic. Because every single card will be totally different, but it will be extremely interesting for a viewer or recipient. So as you can see, this card comes together pretty quickly. To be honest, the longest time it took me to cut all those triangles. But if you have a good trimmer, you can do that as well. And what's really good about this technique, you can create very small or bigger pieces as well. So the choice is absolutely yours. How many Christmas cards have you created this year? Did you watch all the videos in our collaboration? Hashtag Postmas2024. If you have, please let me know which one is your favorite, which prompt, and which card. And as I told you, Katarina is hosting this challenge and collaboration, and I wanted to say a massive thank you to Katarina. It was so much fun to create all those projects, and to be honest, I'm nearly ready for Christmas. But I can tell you that I'm planning a different challenge for myself starting on the 1st of December. So if you want to see more Christmas cards, especially with fancy folds and pop up, stay tuned for more videos because I've got lots of inspiration coming your way. So now, as you can see, I'm putting all those triangles here and I'm trying to leave a small gap in between them. And this is the trick to create a mosaic. It doesn't have to be perfect. And if you want, you can create bigger triangles or even different shapes as well. However, for this Christmas tree, I really wanted triangles because when I look at Christmas tree, that is the first shape that comes to my mind. So, what do you think about this technique? Have you ever tried it? If you haven't, I really hope you'll give it a go. Of course, it is sparkle overload, so you can use any glitter glue or glitter design papers, and that will be perfectly fine. But today, I really wanted to challenge myself, and I only wanted to use the gold mirror card. And I also wanted to know how often do you use gold mirror card? Do you like it? Do you use it for sentiments, but also some other elements, or maybe die cutting on your card? Please let me know in the comments down below. So as you can see, this card comes together super quickly. It is a lot of fun. And if you do have those scraps, you can also create any shape you want. You can create Santa's grotto, for example. That will be really cool. And what I really like about Mosaic, every single one will be completely different. And they are not only so easy to create, but I had a lot of fun, as I told you. So if you haven't seen Katerina's and Monica's videos, I left the links in the description down below. And as you probably noticed, I missed one day, so I'm really sorry for that. I was extremely busy for a whole week. That's why I'm putting up this video one day later. But don't worry, you can check all the other videos in my playlist, hashtag Postmas2024. And you can see the link at the top right corner. So when this is ready, all we have to do is to use sentiments. And if you haven't seen my other hashtag Postmas2024 videos, I've got some free sentiments for you. Perfect for Christmas projects, both in English and Polish. And I also left the links in the description down below, so you can get them for free and create as many projects as you want. So don't forget to check all the description information. And as you can see, for this card, I decided to go with traditional colors. So I've got some red, green, and gold as well. To be honest, that is one of my favorite color combos when it comes to Christmas. I really like it, and I think this is like perfect for any Christmas recipient. If you agree with me, please let me know in the comments down below. As you can see, I need to cut few more triangles, and when they are ready, I can put them on the card as well. Super cool, right? If you do have your favorite design paper, stamp or cutting die for Christmas, I would really like to know which one is it. For this challenge, I decided not to use any cutting dies because I think sometimes you have to challenge yourself. I know we do have all of it, literally all the cutting dice and stamps, but it's a really good idea to challenge yourself and try something new. To be honest, I do have quite a lot of Christmas crafting products and I'm going to use them later on. So stay tuned for all that inspiration. And I also wanted to say a massive thank you to everyone who watched every single video in my playlist hashtag Postmas 2024. You don't even know how much happiness it brings me, and I'm so grateful for every single comment. So, again, I'm going to say a massive thank you to every single person. You are absolutely amazing, and because of you, I create all those inspiration tutorials just for you. So, here are the sentiments already cutted using my trimmer from Craftstash, and I use the same gold card to back up the sentiment. So, this way, every single thing is going to match on my card. Now I'm going to put it here and the card is complete. If you want, you can also put a white card inside, so you've got plenty of space to write your message. As you can see, it shines beautifully when you tilt the card and when it catches the light. And the card is complete, so if you want to take part in our hashtag Postmas 2024, today's prompt is Sparkle Overload. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And stay tuned for more videos. I really hope you'll enjoy all the videos coming very soon. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting. Bye!